YouTube, is Rico, man, back with another video. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got the Real Pop Smoke story documentary. It's my first time seeing it and even hearing about it, so I said why not react to it. And other than that, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you leave a subscribe and also a like as well, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications to know when we upload, and don't forget to comment as well and share our channel with friends and family, etc. because if you enjoy this type of content, 9 times out of 10 they're going to enjoy this type of content too as well. Other than that, let's start the screen record. Got started, and we're gonna start the video now.
I need an ambulance right now.
Low key, that's my first time, I ain't gonna lie, seeing footage of the actual robbers going through the back, pretty much breaking in. Like, that's my legit first time seeing that footage, man. That's just crazy, bro. Like, they really basically already knew he was possibly there either way. They pretty much was on that type of time regardless. They didn't care if anybody was there or not. And obviously y'all seen what happened, but yeah, man, RIP Pop Smoke, that's crazy.
Bashar Jackson was born on July 20th, 1999, in Brooklyn, New York, to a Jamaican mother and Panamanian father. He gained a taste for music early on as his mother sang in the choir and his father played conga drums. He stated where he's from, there's only 3 options of making it out: become a rapper, a ball player, or a drug dealer. It just so happened he would experience all 3 of these. In middle school, he would be expelled from school for bringing a gun in his backpack, marking the beginning of the rough teenage years, which would inevitably lead him to joining the Crips and Woos. But this doesn't mean he didn't try sports as a way out first, though. When he was 15, he got a scholarship to Rock Top Academy in Philly, but was forced to leave his hoop dreams after a doctor's visit showed he had a heart murmur. In his own words, "You like nice things, you gotta do things."
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I did not know none of that at all. So I'm glad I'm watching this documentary because it's definitely letting me know stuff I didn't even know about and heard before about it. Well, about him. But yeah, that's just crazy, man. So he definitely tried to go the good route, but due to his physical problem, pretty much couldn't do it. So yeah, that's just crazy. And I know that pretty much I know that would make any athlete mad, because a lot of people love to play sports, but as soon as they get a physical problem or something that basically tells them they can't continue on with that sport, that definitely hurts them in a way. But yeah, man, that's just definitely crazy. I know he was mad about that for sure.
Things to get nice things. He would return to the streets once again, where he had his first taste of the finer things in life. By the age of 16, he had made enough money to buy himself a 5 Series BMW. Even though this was years later, he eventually was charged for bringing the weapon to school and placed on 2 years probation and house arrest. This forced him to focus on school. He says this is the only reason why he graduated. One night when he was hanging out with his friends, they all decided to go to a music studio, where his acquaintance Jay Guapo was recording that night. After a few hours of Jay Guapo recording, he ended up falling asleep in the studio. With the studio time already being paid, he decided to hop on the microphone. Having never rapped seriously before, he went to YouTube and pulled up beats. He recorded Money, Power, Respect that night, and the very next day everyone on his block was showing love to his song. He knew then he might have a chance of making it out of the streets. With his whole hood behind him, he knew he needed to drop some more music. He went back to YouTube wanting more beats from the same person. The producer's name was 808 Mello, and he was actually a UK drill producer. He continued to take beats from 808 Mello's YouTube and recorded a few songs, each one getting more popular.
Let me go back to his page.
And that UK drill stuff, they definitely vibe and rock with his music, man, because he did a show over there in the very beginning of his career and instantly sold out and went crazy. So he definitely made something of himself in his career, but it's just crazy he didn't get to really give the full potential to go further, like literally become big, like super big, to the point where he basically top 5 out at the time. I mean, he was top 5 out, but he definitely had pretty much the chance to go be the #1 top artist out at the time. So it's crazy we ain't never get to see him get to that point, man, because he definitely could have been there. But even though he passed, a lot of his videos really skyrocketed. So that obviously made him a #1 artist out for a little bit. But like I said, if he was still alive and able to do more and go to his full potential, he definitely would have been the #1 top artist out at the time, because he was going to work with everybody, literally. So I wouldn't be surprised if we in the future see some songs with people that he doesn't have out at all right now. So definitely got to stay tuned on that and see where it goes with that.
Yeah.
See what else he got. And I just kept going his page.
He decided to go with the name Pop Smoke. His grandma would call him Papa when he was little, but his friends would shorten that to just Pop. And the smoke part was part of his street name. After dropping his single Meet the Woo, it would get 100,000 views its first day. This changed everything. His music would catch the attention of a producer named Rico Beats. Rico Beats was good friends with Steven Victor, who had just launched his own label, Victor Worldwide, and was looking for new artists to sign. Steven reached out to Pop Smoke, and they decided to meet later that week in his New York office. It was in this office that Pop Smoke not only signed his first deal, but he and Steven would come up with a game plan of how he was going to change the game forever. While they met, Pop showed Steven he had talent far outside of the drill music he had been putting online. He could actually sing too, and he was pretty good at it. Steven told Pop
and that's a fact, because he definitely got some love songs and stuff out that he definitely snapped on, and you definitely see he could do more than just that hardcore drill and stuff. So he definitely had the talent to go off into other genres and stuff if he wanted to and stuff like that. But yeah, man, he was definitely talented, definitely had the ability to go into other types of music.
Wanted him to drop a few tapes where he would take over the whole subgenre of Brooklyn drill. And after, if he was patient, they would debut his album, showcasing his drill and his more marketable singing side. While this is going on, 808 Mello is in the UK watching Pop gain a bigger and bigger buzz off his beats, without paying him. He reached out to Pop Smoke for payments of his now pretty popular songs, but instead of getting money, Pop offered to fly him out to New York and work in-house on his upcoming mixtape, Meet the Woo. Just before dropping his tape, he released his single titled Welcome to the Party, and his life changed forever. The song went crazy, and he was no longer a struggling local artist. The whole state of New York knew who he was. With his name,
he definitely handled that straight up like a man for sure, because we always see stories about artists using beats from other people that they really ain't even paying at all and getting big off of those beats and stuff. And then when that producer reaches out to them, now they don't want to pay them, or they talking big shit to them and stuff, and then basically at the end of the day end up not even going to pay them and stuff like that. But what he did was said, pretty much, instead of me paying you right now, how about you just come out here, help me with a whole project, and we both gonna make money, and I can still pay you if that's the case, woo, et cetera, and the rest is history. So pretty much he definitely gave that producer a big opportunity to come all the way from the UK to the States and make a name for himself, and they definitely created some great music. So it's crazy, man. If Pop ain't never passed, they definitely would be doing that right now, going crazy. But like I said, they definitely got stuff that's gonna drop in the future that ain't been dropped yet. So, man, it's just crazy, man. That's why I be mad when artists like this lose their life so young, that they never really got to fully go into their career all the way and make all the possible opportunities happen. So it's crazy.
Circulating the streets, they knew it was time to drop his debut tape. On July 26, 2019, Meet the Woo Volume 1 officially dropped. Dior would peak at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 and would later go platinum, taking his career to the next level. After the release of this tape, Pop began to break into the mainstream, getting co-signs from multiple major artists. With the success of his tape, he was finally starting to sell out bigger shows too. Even Travis Scott invited him to perform on his Astro World Tour. But the music wasn't just popular in the United States. Because 808 Mellow and Pop Smoke's music bridged the gap between UK drill and New York, even people overseas were catching wind of the music and wanted to hear more after the UK rapper Skepta remixed Welcome to the Party. This was a huge moment because Skepta is known for being one of the biggest drill artists in the UK, and this would bring more attention to Pop's music. Ultimately, the popular DJ Semtex would invite Pop to come perform overseas, despite promoters being skeptical due to him only having a few songs out. It didn't matter though, he was already becoming a superstar, selling out every show in the UK. The UK embraced him like no American rapper before. He was the only one to bring the UK drill sound to the United States and do it successfully. After returning home and enjoying the rest of his 2019, he went on a promo run, hyping up his coming tape, Meet the Woo 2. In January, he attended the Louis Vuitton fashion show in Paris, but on his trip back to New York, the FBI was waiting for him and arrested him. He was held for allegedly stealing a Rolls-Royce Wraith valued at $375,000 from a home in Los Angeles. He was later released on $250,000 bond, but prohibited from traveling outside the United States without permission. This led to 50 Cent, who had been watching Pop from a distance, to call a meeting with Pop and Steven. 50 led the meeting by warning him he didn't need to be...
What the heck? This stuff literally just went all the way to the back. And hold on, this went all the way to a whole nother video. Like, what the heck? Hold on, y'all, because this definitely just did the most. I don't know why it just did that. Hold on, y'all, I gotta get right back to that point. Alright, now back to what I was finna say before he just did that. Pretty much, he definitely sounded like 50 Cent. You could have thought that that was 50 Cent basically as Pop Smoke. And that's what's crazy. And the thing is, 50 was cool enough to go ahead, pretty much take him up under him and show him some things and stuff, and also help market his stuff out to other artists and all that. And we seen him ended up eventually doing songs with the Migos, did songs with other artists, and like I said, since he passed so young and so early in his career, we ain't gonna possibly see some of the other artists that we ain't seen him collab. So that's the crazy part about it. But yeah, 50 Cent definitely did a good job in trying to do what he can while he was here and stuff. But yeah, you would have thought that that was 50 Cent basically as Pop Smoke trying something new. Cause they voice literally down there sounds the exact same. So that's just crazy.
Because they're waiting for you to fuck up. They aren't really your friends. 50 would tell him to follow his guidance. He could get anyone on the phone, he said. He could get him in movies, TV shows.
Exactly.
But if you continue down that path, you're gonna end up dead or in jail.
Yeah, and I think too, they said he got a film that's coming out with him in it, so I can't wait to see that too. I'm definitely gonna check it out, man, because I forgot what the film is called and what it is about, but they definitely said he did film something before he ended up passing and stuff, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. But yeah, man, see, like I said, 50 Cent was definitely cool enough to reach out to him and try to tell him about some of the things that was going on that he should watch out for, and to put himself in better positions to make it out the streets and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. He went to Cali and that happened, and that's just crazy because he pretty much left the place. I wouldn't say he possibly moved there, because I don't even think he moved to Cali at all. He just went out there for his birthday and stuff to celebrate and all that. But it's crazy. You left your home where you would expect something to happen to somewhere so nice and stuff, and ultimately all because some robbers broke in. Whatever happened, and they ended up taking your life. But yeah, that's crazy, y'all. That's just super crazy.
Conversation changed the way Pop Smoke looked at everything. He realized he didn't need to do that street stuff anymore. He could really make a living off music. On February 7, 2020, he dropped Meet the Woo Volume 2, and it debuted at number 7, giving him his very first top 10 with less than 1 year in the game. Everything was going unbelievably well for him. Him and his entourage booked an expensive Airbnb and a flight to Los Angeles to celebrate. He was partying and going on shopping sprees and uploaded...
Oh, so I was wrong. It wasn't because of his birthday. It was actually because of his album and stuff. So my fault on that one. But man, that's still just crazy, man. You went to go celebrate in a nice part of a state that everybody ultimately either wanted to live at one point or to really go and experience what it is to offer, what Los Angeles has to offer out there and stuff. And then that happened. So definitely crazy.
Multiple photos and videos online. One of the videos uploaded accidentally included the address he and his friends were staying at. This would catch the attention of 4 members from Hoover, who would break into the house on February 19 and shoot him multiple times in an attempt to rob him. Initially, speculation that it was an inside job from one of Pop's friends circulated, or that the owner of the Rolls Royce he had stolen was responsible. But these theories were quickly debunked. Friends and neighbors were interviewed, but very little information was given out, quickly leaving his family and fans to believe the killers may actually get away with this. Steve and Victor took to social media to let everyone know.
And I ain't gonna lie, to me, when those first rumors came up, I ain't gonna lie, I believe the one about it being an inside job at a point because of the simple fact his friend, the very next day, went on Instagram after that happened and said who in LA and linked or whatever, etc., etc. So that would make you think that's a red flag right there, that you had something to do with it to everybody else, because you were the last person that was really seen with him like, celebrating and stuff. And when that happened, the next day you already hitting people up or posting about linking up with people just to see who out there, talk about who out there and want to link up, etc., etc. And then he deleted that post quick after everybody was saying something to him and commented on that post. And then, yeah, the rest of his history after that. But yeah, that did make him at first look like a suspect to everybody else on the outside looking in. And I was one of those people. But yeah, I'm just glad that at least got cleared up, so that way it didn't make him look like a real life grimy person. Like that definitely, I know definitely helped him out, because I know a lot of people was probably looking at him sideways and stuff on the inside in. But yeah, y'all know what I'm saying pretty much.
That justice will be served.
Speak too long.
He was right. And in July 2020, the LAPD arrested 5 suspects for Pop Smoke's murder. The LAPD went public, letting everyone know they had to solve this the old-fashioned way, going door to door asking neighbors of the suspects if they had heard anything. Ultimately, footage from nearby houses and businesses traced the killers back to Hoover Street. It's still believed that the leaked address on social media was the...
And the man's literally looked at the camera multiple times. Like, if you think that's a camera, why would you keep trying to look at it and stuff to make sure? Like, if you feeling that suspicious about something you're looking at, then you shouldn't keep trying to look at it. But you pretty much already was done and over with the moment they got parts of your face all in the camera and stuff without a mask, nothing on. So pretty much got yourself caught.
The motive behind the robbery gone wrong. Meanwhile, the investigation was going on. 50 Cent had reached out to Steven, telling him he wanted to executive produce Pop Smoke's posthumous album. Steven, who had stated he didn't want to put any of Pop's music out due to being sad just hearing his voice, ended up allowing 50 Cent to help create a project Pop would have been proud of, so his family could benefit from it. 50 started reaching out to multiple artists and started filling open verses on unfinished songs. On July 3rd, 2020, Pop Smoke's debut album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, was released, and it debuted at number 1, with 251,000 copies being sold its first week. With the number 1 album and his killers behind bars possibly facing a death penalty, it felt like a small win in the right direction. But the truth is, none of this needed to happen. He was only 20 years old with under a year in mainstream rap, and he had already managed to create a whole new sound. Although he's gone, his music will live forever.
Big facts. And he had the talent to go back on old songs, beats, and pretty much make them good. Like, he didn't mess them up or nothing. Like, the beats from old songs, he didn't disvalue them. Like, he didn't bring the value down of the original song, none of that. Like, all that stuff he made basically sound good, and like, he the one that made the song first to that beat. But yeah, man, R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, man. Definitely had a lot of potential, and we didn't get to see even half of it. And that's the crazy thing. But other than that, man, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you know when we upload every single day. And that way you guys can stay up to date and not miss out soon as those videos drop. But other than that, I'm going to see y'all later on. Peace. And also, don't forget to go down in the description box and follow all of our social medias, man, so y'all can catch up with us on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, all that good stuff. But other than that, that's the end of the video. Peace.